So once again, as I said, a very warm welcome to Technische Universität Braunschweig, or in short, TU Braunschweig. My name is Dominik Baumgarten, and I'm an advisor or a research officer at the so-called research offices. And one of my tasks is to present the university to interested scholars and help with the recruiting and incoming. So that being said, once again, warm welcome to TU Braunschweig, and let me give a short introduction. So, to start from a broader view and then go into detail more, we decided to start with the city of Braunschweig first. So, Braunschweig is a medium-sized city in the north of Germany. You see the green region on the map of Germany with Braunschweig located in it. And being a medium-sized city, it has a population of around about 250,000 inhabitants, which makes it the second largest city in Lower Saxony overall. It has quite a long tradition. It was first mentioned in the Middle Ages and has ever since been an important cultural and political center, but also a center of science. Um, it has a central position in the heart of Germany, and it ranks among fourth of all major German cities in terms of quality of life. So thankfully, our marketing supplied us with several impressions of the cityscape. So you see medieval architecture. You see the green river band that surrounds the inner circle of the city of Braunschweig, and you see the city center, which is a little more contemporary, but also has historical features in it. So quite a good place to spend your life, or at least a certain amount of your life in it. Braunschweig itself is located in what we call the research region Braunschweig, which means that the Technical University of Braunschweig is the university in that region, but research is not limited to the university. We also have a strong partner network of several academic and non-academic research institutions in the environment. To name two that are rather outstanding partners, the abbreviation PTB that you see stands for the very long German name Physikalisch-Technische Bundesanstalt, which you don't have to remember because it's also known as the National Metrology Institute. And just to give you one core point that they have located at PTB is the world's most precise atomic clock. So once you're enrolled in the Braunschweig region and you're interested in the field of metrology, that might be something you could have access to. Another partner that I'd like to point out is the Helmholtz Center for Infections and Diseases, or Helmholtz-Zentrum für Infektionsforschung, which invests in all sort of infection control, but also in vaccination. So they have been, for example, in the forefront when it came to COVID vaccination. And that has been joint research of the university and that non-university partner. And one of the main benefits of Braunschweig being a medium-sized town is that once you're enrolled at one of these institutions, it's basically a bike ride to the other one. So your research collaboration life would be very convenient and connected by a bike ride through a green park. To the university itself, the key figures are it was founded in 1745 and currently has round about 16,800 students. Around about 3,200 of them are international. And we do have an overall staff of 3,800 staff members, of which are 2,300 research positions. And we currently have 242 professors of all academic fields. That staff and students benefit from a little less than 400 million overall budget, and around a third of that is third-party funded. So a lot of the university's budget relies on competitive basis, but given that we have round about 125 million third-party funding also shows that the university is quite successful in third-party funding. The core facilities and core aspects include four core research areas that I'm going to present later on, which are located at 6 faculties, which share 7 interdisciplinary research centers. I'm going to introduce the faculties later on as well. And overall, we offer 86 degree programs. Unfortunately, not all of them are fully bilingual or offered in English yet. but the amount of English-speaking courses is ever growing, and of course we would like to become more international, so that's one of our main aims. Then we do have 2 clusters of excellence. I'm also going to show them separately, and also currently 2 collaborative research centers founded by DFG, which is the abbreviation for German Research Association. So you see, Braunschweig is also very successful in getting the big research funding, which speaks for its quality and growth. To let you know what TU Braunschweig stands for in general, it's a strong industrial and cooperation partner within a partner network in Europe's most active research region. That is, for example, what I showed you some slides earlier. That very close, very dense network of academic, non-academic, and industry partners that are all close by in the region. Right in the middle of that region is TU Braunschweig, being the oldest technical university in Germany, so also the one with the longest tradition. And TU Braunschweig is also a member of the TU9 Alliance, so Germany's leading 9 universities of technology in one association. And currently our president, Professor Angela Ittel, is also president of the TU9 Alliance as well. So definitely very incorporated in various broader networks. What TU Braunschweig also stands for is being a technical university. It has an explicit STEM focus and a broad range of engineering programs, but it's not limited to that. And also we do offer a broad range of natural sciences, social sciences, and also humanities. All of them do work closely together on the research level, but they also provide interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary education and teaching. And even though it's a full university, and universities, as opposed to universities of applied sciences, usually have a more theoretical approach on research, being a technical university, of course, TU Braunschweig also has a strong focus on research combined with high application orientation. So you won't be sitting in an office all day long. You'd much rather spend your time working in a lab and also carrying out your research to make it accessible to real life, if you will. So transfer is an important part for us as well. As I told you earlier, the faculty is a comprehensive faculty with an overall offer of 6 faculties, being the Carl Friedrich Gauss faculty. So Carl Friedrich Gauss is a proper name of a famous local researcher. So it's kind of an honor to have the faculty named after him. The focus of that faculty is a combination of mathematics, computer science, business science, and social science. Then we have a faculty of life science, investing in all the classic fields of life science, being biology, virology, parts of physics, several life sciences, however, not including university medicine yet, even though that might be a development of the near future. But other than that, all issues concerned with either human or animal health are located at that faculty. Then we do have a faculty of architecture, civil engineering, and environmental sciences, and their main focus is sustainability. And they cover areas from city planning, urban planning, natural resources, coastal engineering. So they are one of the faculties that is probably working the most cross-disciplinary and usually combining human aspects with technological aspects in order to create the best possible holistic environment. Then we have a faculty of mechanical engineering, which covers all sorts of mechanical engineering. So you have quite a good range of mechanical engineering classes here. Then we have the faculty of electrical engineering, information technology, and physics. And they are investing in all sorts of electrical engineering, also information technology, physics by the broadest sense. So for example, we have astrophysics as well. And last but not least, we do have a faculty of humanities and education, which houses the educational part, but also several groups of humanities, for example, literature, music, And also they offer various classes and combinations. So you could primarily pursue a master or a PhD of education with regard to a specific academic field. And as I said, all of them are closely working together. So even though you would be enrolled in one or more of these faculties, you wouldn't be limited to that. And usually everyone is working quite cross-disciplinary. So you would have an office in one faculty, but basically the whole university is free to you if you would like to work with others as well. I mentioned the 4 core research areas earlier, so now I'm going to point them out one by one. And core research areas have been identified in the last round of the so-called excellence strategy. So that's a nationwide competition in Germany. And every university who participates in it has to define its core research areas, so main research foci that the main gaze is going to. Of course, that is never limited. But TU Braunschweig identified the field of mobility, covering ground mobility as well as airplane and aerospace mobility. It covers the field of metrology. As I said, one of our partners is the National Metrology Institute. So basically, in a very rough description, everything that can technically be measured might be measured at our university. Then we have an interdisciplinary core research area that is called Engineering for Health, and they do cover a combination of classic life sciences with a technological gaze. So they have, for example, pharmaceutical technology, drug delivery, everything where these two main areas of health sciences and engineering sciences are combined. And last but not least, we do have an area called Future City. And that one combines the holistic approach of the city of future coming from the social sciences in combination with urban planning, with political sciences. So it's the very interdisciplinary part. And as I said, you don't have to decide for one of those core research areas. They're basically just offers to foster collaborative and interdisciplinary research at our university. So then we do have 2 so-called clusters of excellence. They also come from the National Excellence Strategy, so that national competition that I just mentioned earlier. And TU Braunschweig has been successful with 2 of these clusters. In all of Germany, there are, I guess, 56. So for one university to have 2 of them is already a very good quote in that competition. And the ones that we currently have are called C, Sustainable and Energy Efficient Aviation. That is within the core research area of mobility, and they mainly invest in airplane mobility. And the other one, together with the University of Hannover, is called Quantum Frontiers, again in the field of metrology, and they are mainly dealing with quantum technology research. A quick outlook on TU Braunschweig from an international gaze. So overall, as I told you, we do have around about 3,200 international students who overall come from 110 different countries and mark about 19, maybe 20% of the overall student population. So the campus is quite international and is of course aiming at getting more and more international and ever growing. Overall, we currently have 3,310 partner universities in various programs and overall 170 Erasmus agreements. To be pointed out are our strategic partners on the university level, and those are the University of Strathclyde in Scotland, Tampere University in Finland, and University of Rhode Island in the US. And our key exchange partners are in the US, Canada, South America, India, China, Japan, and Singapore. Again, that can never be a limit or a mandatory asset, but you see that if you came to Germany from Japan, you might already have a community on campus, even though, of course, you would be warmly invited to engage with everyone, but you wouldn't be the first to do that transition. What we're looking for, basically our core line is come and study and work with us. And we are looking for master students from all academic fields. I guess most of you have already pursued the masters already, so you would be eligible for the next step of doing a PhD in basically any academic field that we do cover. And we do cover individual PhD programs or a structured doctorate. That depends on the program that you're enrolling. And if you already hold a PhD, we're also looking for postdoctoral researchers from all academic fields. So you are warmly invited to look at our vacancies or to get back in touch to the colleagues and me from the research services. Because if you're looking for a job or for a PhD or postdoc position, but that currently doesn't exist in the portal, we could also help you with additional research funding. So just so you know, if you would like to work with us, there are various ways of getting to it. And with this, last but not least, I put in all my contact data that will also be in the recording of this session. But you also find us at the TU Braunschweig booth. So my colleague Friederike Kallmeier and I will be present until the end of the fair. And with this, I would like to close the presentation. Once again, thank you for your attendance and basically invite you to ask your questions. That is one option. Or if you'd like to go into the next presentation, as we're basically side by side and go, feel free to do that. So we'll be available at our booth afterwards. And with that, thank you so much again. And if there are questions, you're warmly invited to ask them.